Hello, my name is Derrick Fox, and my first degree is from Arkansas State University in Music Education. And then I got my master's degree in choral conducting from University of Missouri, Columbia, and I'm currently in my last year as a DMA student at Michigan State. Michigan State is the only place I want to come to do the degree in choral conducting. This is probably the only institution in the United States, if not the world, that has three top-notch people working in the field of choral conducting. And they not only train us to be conductors of the ensembles that we will find once we leave here, but they train us to also be fantastic teachers. And the combination of that with the fact that they have a fantastic record of placing people into great jobs once they leave here, it's just hands down the best place to go to get the degree. My research deals with seventh-shaped note gospel singing in the African American communities of Alabama. It's pretty interesting because most of the research that's done on African American music making in the choral genre is related to spirituals. And if you look outside of the choral genre, most of us know of African American singing, especially when it's related to church and the gospel setting. But this particular genre has not received that much attention. And as the people are starting to die, so with them goes this tradition. And then in the black community now, most of the singing that's related to religion is done in the contemporary style. So not a lot of the young people are picking up on this style that I'm studying to keep it going. So I think what interests me the most is that in the music making that I've done up to this point in my life, it's been really academic centered, knowing the traditions, performance practice that have stemmed from Europe, and how organizations have come to being involved in music making. The type of music making that they do here is really about creating a community and communicating this global idea or this community idea. So music functions as a connection between people, and it's not so wrapped up in the harmonic function that we have to worry about when we're talking about the choral music of Mozart, or if we're talking about Palestrina and how these lines are connected this way, and the conjunct versus disjunct. It's not wrapped up in a lot of intellect. It's really about how the people come together to make music, and the work that music does to communicate this spirituality that's experienced in these situations. So I feel like my job, my purpose, my calling is to highlight this for musicians, choral musicians especially, who don't know about it, and also to help do my part for history and help me document the practice, because I think one day it's going to be at a point where it goes away and it's no longer here, and I just think that it deserves to have a place in the choral canon, because it's important to recognize and acknowledge that it does serve a purpose in this community. I've been in a teaching career before this, and so to come back, school is so expensive now, and so I don't have the luxury of some kind of external funding from somewhere else that could just pave my way to do this. So to have this fellowship has been amazing. It's taken a lot of the burden away of having to worry about doing some other job that's not related to my studies, that takes away from my ability to go and travel like I've done this summer. If I had to work during the summer, I wouldn't have been able to go and spend the time I did with the people who are doing or who are involved in my topic for my dissertation. So it's freed that up for me. It's made it possible for me to do that work. And I think I can't imagine, at least in my experience in looking at schools, whether it be for undergrad or graduate or master's degree or doctorate degree, I didn't come across any other school that offered the amount of funding and the amount of support that Michigan State did. So I wouldn't be here without it, and that's important to me, because I think I've mentioned this once before, that I've always wanted to get a doctorate degree, and financially it wouldn't have been possible without this. So not only have my research dreams been made possible, but just the dream of being able to get this higher education degree, and being the only one in my family to have it, and being the first person to complete college, even undergrad, master's, and to be able to go on and finish a doctorate degree, not only means a lot to me, but it means a lot to my family. I'm in the midst of this right now, but I hope to be teaching at a university and being able to teach new teachers and conductors and even singers through my experience about how to be better musicians.